Hello, everybody. I'm Chandler,
And I'm Celeste.
and this is
True North
Terror.
Terror. Oh, that's pretty good.
Very nice.
Very nice. Today marks the official beginning of the spoopy season.
Hey,
October 1st, baby.
hell yeah.
Can't wait. Also marks like only 2 days, I think, until the new season of Monsters.
Oh shit!
So I'll be
I didn't
binging
know that
that.
was coming out right away.
I'm pretty sure it's the 3rd,
Oh yeah. Okay, that makes
which
sense.
is yeah, that would add up because like I feel like a Friday would be a good
Oh yeah.
premiere day. I think it's
All at
Wednesday
one
today.
time?
Is it what?
Is it all at one time or is it weekly?
I feel like
It's
it'll
on
be all at one
Netflix.
time because the Jeffrey Dahmer one was like just one
One dump.
release.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. Not Canadian. I can't remember if I asked you this last time. Have you watched the Amanda Knox documentary yet?
No, you didn't ask me that on the podcast. You asked me that the other day,
Oh,
I
okay.
think. But yes, no, we haven't watched it yet. It's on.
It's
It's on our
so
list.
good.
I think Mason asked me if we'd watched it too. Dude,
If
fuck.
you guys have Disney Plus, but
It's on Disney Plus.
yes,
Oh,
if you were listening to
I'm
this
putting
and
it
you
on my
have Disney
list right now.
Plus, you need to watch it. It is so good. It is so good. It's like through the eyes of her, but that was so aggressive.
Why is it so loud? I wonder if the
Um,
mics picked that up or
but
not.
yeah, it's really good. It like shows how she was convicted and like basically her trials and what went wrong and all that and her life after the trials after she was acquitted. And it's crazy. Like the courts tried to get her so many times. She was found guilty and then they're like, "Okay, not guilty." And then they were like, but it has to go to some Supreme Court. And then they found her, yeah, that one. They like found her guilty again, and then finally she was acquitted. But she spent like almost, I think it was over 3 years in prison.
Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy, and I really want to read. I think she has a book. I really want to read her book now because it's really good, and it's just like really well made. I liked
Yeah.
it a lot. I think the last episode potentially came out today, actually. So I
Episode
might
8.
watch that when I get home. It's 8 episodes, so it's pretty chill.
Okay.
Okay.
Interesting. I'll get off
So
Disney Plus now.
we are doing a pretty gruesome story today. It's going to be the first two-parter, but we're not assholes most of the time. So we'll give you the episode today and then another one on Thursday.
Thursday.
So you won't have to wait a whole week. But there are some trigger warnings because it does involve the murder of a child,
Eey.
also potentially murdered by a child. And
Oh.
also, I had to use a fake name for one of the perpetrators
Okay.
because since she was underage at the time that this happened, there is a Canadian media ban on her story.
Ah.
But if you want to see her real name, you can easily just Google the
Look it up.
Richardson family murders and you'll see what her name is. But she has also changed her name since then as well. But yeah, it is a very gruesome story. This is the one that took me like a very long time to write because I had to keep pausing because I was like, oh my God, this is just a lot. Like it's a lot. So yeah, I guess we'll get started.
Let's dig into it.
Okay. On a Sunday afternoon in 2006, a little 6-year-old boy went knocking on his friend Jacob's home hoping to play. When no one answered the door, he did what most 6-year-olds did and peeked through the window. Instead of an empty home, he saw a body laying motionless on the floor in a pool of blood. He ran home to tell his mom what he saw, and she was shocked to see that this wasn't just her son's imagination and called 911. Deborah and Jean-Marc were both recovering addicts that met in 1990 at a gym in Sudbury.
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 Sudbury Blueberry Bulldogs.
Don't know what that means.
It's from Shorzy. Sorry.
They were instantly attracted to each other and married the following year. Jean Marc was an electrical engineer with a talent for welding and mechanics, and on October 21st, 1993, they welcomed their first baby, a daughter named Jane. That isn't actually named Jane.
Okay, Jane's the fake name.
Yes.
Okay.
She was described as an intelligent and bright straight A honor roll student at her Catholic school. She was passionate for the fine arts and was very outgoing with tons of friends. In 1998, the family relocated to a small farming town, Okotos, in Alberta. They moved into an older townhouse where they occasionally struggled to pay for bills and had to sometimes rely on food stamps. Shortly after their move, they welcomed their second child, a little boy named Tyler Jacob, who often went by his middle name Jacob instead. Jacob was described as a class clown with lots of friends. He loved Star Wars and considered himself a Jedi, which like totally reminds me of you.
Yeah.
You were
Nice.
all about Star
Oh, I
Wars.
still am.
I remember when we were little and you had lightsabers and you had all the costumes and you played so much freaking Lego Star Wars.
Yep.
And when we went to Disney World, they like had just opened the Star Wars
Yeah.
exhibit, and mom and dad took you on a day to the Star Wars thing, and I was like, "Nah, dog, I'll stay back."
Nah, dog.
But there's like a really cute picture of you with like a little Jedi cloak on and a little
Yeah.
lightsaber.
I'm still all about Star Wars. I
It's
got
just so cute.
I got a little fatigued of it, but
I feel like
I'm back in my Star Wars groove now. I
they
fucking love
have
Star Wars.
really gone hard and done like everything possible with Star Wars.
Oh yeah.
Like I mean, like the Mandalorian and all that, like
Oh
all the
yeah.
other series
I love
around it.
Mando. It's so
Holy
good.
smokes! It's like, okay, I feel like you're beating a dead horse at this point, but have at it. I
That's
mean,
what got me back into Star Wars.
I haven't watched it.
Was Mandalorian.
I haven't watched it. I would consider watching it only because Baby Yoda.
Yeah, it's worth it.
Yeah,
It's worth it.
it's so
It's pretty. It's
cute.
a
And
good
like,
show.
whoever brought Baby Yoda into our TV screens, like, you deserve
Dave Filoni
only good days.
and Jon Favreau are media geniuses. Those
He's
two.
so cute.
They're pretty awesome.
So cute. Anyways, in 2005, they were able to buy their own home in Medicine Hat after Mark received a promotion at his job that offered to pay for the relocation. With Deborah and Jean Marc sober and finally having their own home, life was starting to fall together for the complete family of four after years of struggling. Jacob was in grade 1 and Jane was in grade 5. Medicine Hat is about a 3 hour drive east of Calgary and at the time had about 60,000 residents. Overall, the Richardson family was well liked. They were members of a local church and enjoyed playing in the backyard together, just like the quintessential church family.
Nice.
After they moved to Medicine Hat, Jane started to change. In the summer of 2005, before Jane went into grade 6, she hit puberty earlier than her fellow classmates, and friends started noticing her for being much older than she was. Her and her friends did what most 2000s teenagers did and started to hang out at the Medicine Hat Mall. It was at that mall that she met an older goth crowd. Infatuated with the subculture, Jane started to model herself around them. Her behavior started to change and deteriorate very quickly, breaking the rules. She was violating the dress code at school and arguing with her parents. Also, like, dress code at school, frick off already. Is that still a
It's not a
thing?
thing anymore.
Thank God,
But
because
well, okay, no, it is. At least my soon-to-be teacher brother-in-law. It's a thing, but he can't enforce it.
dress code is okay. Dress code is bullshit.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like kids should just however they want to dress. If my kid's principal called me and was like, Blake can't wear spaghetti straps or her shorts are too short, I'd be like, okay, well,
Yeah.
that's what she's wearing and she's not coming home. So,
Yeah.
like,
Figure
and
it out.
also, like, instead of, I just don't like the idea of girls or women having to be like being blamed for
Yeah.
boys being fucking sickos.
Yeah.
Like,
100%.
how is it our fault that we want to dress a certain way that's not even that provocative, like, sorry, my shorts are too short.
Yeah.
But then, like, that is going to distract and disturb boys. Like, okay, how about we just raise boys and not be fucking gross? But
Yeah.
okay.
Fact.
In 2005, before the days of Facebook and Twitter, she created profiles on MySpace and Nextopia where she falsified her age as being older than she was, identified as bisexual and Wiccan, bragged about drinking alcohol, posted sexualized photos, and put her interests as serial killers and kinky shit.
Yikes.
Yeah. We're
For how old?
She's like 11.
Oh.
Yeah. Nextopia before your time.
Nextopia?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was before me.
I had a Nextopia, and yeah, it was like all because it was like the era of like goth and emo.
Is that like Tumblr? Kind of?
I think it's more
Or is it
relatable
more
to
like
like
Twitter?
MySpace,
Okay.
but I don't know.
Because
I never had Tumblr.
that might have been my time, but I also was pretty late to get on. Like I didn't have a phone for
Yeah,
till I was almost in high school. So I didn't have like I had my computer,
all the
but
emo
I
kids
was just
had
on YouTube.
Nextopia. I went through an emo phase, and Nextopia was popping off.
Yeah.
She had some interesting handle choices, such as Killer Kitty and Runaway Devil.
What the fuck?
She wrote that she wanted to be a piercer or a tattoo artist. She referenced Jeffrey Dahmer and Marilyn Manson as her heroes.
Oh.
Yeah, so she's doing really good.
Man. No. That's
Fine.
so bad.
Dream
That's
big,
so
babe. Dream
bad.
big. By the end of grade 6, she had done a 180 from the beginning of the school year. She could pass as 14 or 15, but was only 11 years old. She was immersed into the goth subculture, wearing heavy black eyeliner, fishnet stockings, spiked collars, and short skirts. The goth subculture emerged in the United Kingdom in the 70s when punk music started becoming popular. So, like, it was just like a subculture where they were always saying like they're very passive and whatever. Like, it wasn't supposed to be like, I love Jeffrey Dahmer. Like, that
No.
wasn't supposed to be the vibe. But
Man, we made it weird.
yeah, we made it
Canadians and
weird.
America. I'm blame Americans more.
Same.
Americans fuck everything up.
Yeah.
Everything cool that comes from Europe, Americans fuck it up. And then Canadians who are not maybe as developed, we're like, well, I gotta be like an American. They're bigger and better. No, they're stupid. Americans fucking suck.
Let's actually keep the goth culture what it was and just be about like music and
Yeah,
not weird things.
keep it rad.
Yeah, keep it
It's like
rad.
metal right now. Fucking so lame. Some people in metal are so stupid.
There's always stupid people everywhere.
Yeah, they're always vocal. The vocal minority are the dumb ones.
Typically, yeah. Her mom vented to her own friends that her daughter seemed to be 11 going on 20, but assumed it was just regular teenage rebellion, just a phase. Soon her sweet daughter would be herself again. On October 12th, 2005, Jasmine turned 12 and started dating a 16-year-old boy. However, he was under the impression that she was at least 14. When her mom found out about this new relationship with an older boy, she insisted on meeting him. Reluctantly, Jane introduced him to her family, but she was embarrassed and uncomfortable and had no plans to introduce her family to any future romantic interests. This encounter made her more careful about hiding her relationships. Only a month in, the boy broke up with her. He was jealous of the friendships she had made with her older goth friends, including a 19-year-old boy that went by Raven, and her other close goth friend, 20-year-old Trenchcoat.
Trenchcoat.
Yes. He always wore a trench coat, so they're like, we'll call you Trenchcoat.
That's so lazy.
That's so funny, though.
No.
Like, guys, I can't think of a nickname. They're like, Trenchcoat.
Trenchcoat. Yikes.
Oh.
Yikes.
Goth subculture tends to have a wide age range within their community since they are self-declared misfits and find belonging with the goth community. I don't know why it's hard for me to say. The goth community offered a sense of belonging for people, especially teens and young adults, to fit in and build community, safe place for self-expression and individualism through art, music, and style, as other people would call them freaks. In the fall of 2006, when Jasmine was in grade 7,
Yikes.
during one of her mall hangouts, she was introduced to a 23-year-old boy, Jeremy Steinke.
No.
We're going to call him Jeremy Stinky.
No.
When he was doing donuts in the parking lot.
Yikes.
Jane was immediately smitten with Jeremy, telling her friends she thought he was attractive and impressed by his car, and it was an added bonus that he was also part of the goth community.
Was it a 2001 Honda Civic? This guy sounds like a dork. No offense to Civic drivers.
Spoiler alert, he's not great. Her parents immediately disapproved of the friendship since he was an adult man and she was only 12 years old. Despite their disapproval, Jeremy and Jane started secretly spending more time together. Eventually, they became close and started a romantic relationship. Yeah, like, sir, that's not romantic. That's predator.
That's wrong.
Deborah and Jean-Marc struggled to regain control of Jane as she started rebelling by sneaking out of the house to meet Jeremy. She would go to concerts without their permission and threaten to run away and go into foster care. Jeremy was born on January 15th, 1983, born to Jacqueline and May in Medicine Hat. He did have a really rough childhood of physical abuse by his biological father and then his stepfathers. He even recalled a time where one of his stepfathers locked him in a deep freezer and another where he had to defend himself with a lead pipe, breaking his mom's ex-boyfriend's arm. Jeremy and Jacqueline often moved around due to the chaos and violence of their homes. Jacqueline said Jeremy struggled socially due to all the moving and never had the opportunity to make true friends. Jeremy was known to wear a bandana around his neck that he would pull over most of his face, only revealing his darkly lined eyes. So emo. You just know he had like the bangs too.
Oh, 100%. He had the scene hair with it covered one eye.
Yeah.
Ugh.
What a time, though.
Come on, man.
In the fall of 2005, when Jeremy and Jane met, he didn't have much going on in his life. He was a high school dropout without a job, living with his mom in a trailer with her boyfriend.
That sucks.
Yes. He's not doing much except for donuts.
Sucks, man.
He was into heavy metal music and aspired to one day become a musician. He was largely active on the same social media as Jane and went mostly by the handle of Soul Eater.
Man, don't ruin a cool fucking anime. That is a cool anime.
Just wait.
Fuck. I'm never going to think of that the same.
And described himself as a 300-year-old werewolf that had a thirst for blood.
Yikes.
Yeah, like some media coverage at the time of this called this the werewolf murderer because he called himself a werewolf.
Self-proclaimed.
So you may have heard of it called that as well.
Yeah.
His favorite bands were Marilyn Manson and Slipknot. He also took the time to note some things on his social media profiles that he didn't like. These are his dislikes, okay?
Okay.
Police. Spiderwebs.
What the fuck? You're going to be emo until you don't like spiders?
No, spiderwebs. I'm sure spiders
spider
are fine.
webs.
Yeah.
That's their home, man. Don't gentrify the spiders. Fucking
Liars,
asshole.
Sex workers, and black people.
Oh.
Referring to them as the N-word, saying he enjoyed killing them and playing with their insides.
How's this guy not arrested? That's crazy. That's hate speech.
Like,
right?
This is obviously what you want your 12-year-old daughter to be doing. Clearly. He spent most of his time writing dark poems and lyrics and getting into trouble with mall security. Where the mall security just hated, Paul Blart hated seeing him come.
This poor guy. Paul Blart is
riding his little scooter after Jeremy.
Get out of here, you shithead. I told you not to come back here.
But nice things about Jeremy. He was also known in his group of friends to be fiercely loyal, fun, polite, and sweet.
That doesn't sound right.
Two things can be true. He was the oldest in the friend group, which meant he was usually the one to drive everyone around and also buy alcohol for his underage friends.
That's why they thought he was nice.
Yes.
Because he was like, oh, he's old.
Loyal.
He's cool.
Jeremy and Jane
he doesn't have friends his age.
Yeah. So Jeremy and Jane knew there was an age difference, but apparently never actually asked each other their ages.
Bullshit.
And so He was under the impression that she was actually 16.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
Gross.
So they started to spend more time together. When they weren't together, they were chatting online. Jane would complain about her controlling and overbearing parents, and Jeremy would confide in Jane about his relationship with his girlfriend that was starting to fall apart. At this time, it was just a platonic relationship, but it didn't take a genius to see that things were about to change. After months of chatting, in February 2006, Jeremy told Jane that him and his girlfriend broke up. On Valentine's Day, he wrote Jane a poem asking her to be his girlfriend, and she said yes. Jane and her parents' relationship was already struggling, so she decided to keep this new relationship a secret, knowing they would disapprove of her dating an adult man.
Yuck.
I also disapprove.
Yeah.
I disapprove of all
Everyone
of this.
disapproves. That's
At-
bad.
yeah.
You should disapprove.
Yeah.
Fuck.
At the beginning, the relationship consisted of secret late night phone calls and meetups. Jeremy would pick up Jane down the street from her place to bring her back to his mother's rundown trailer, which was a popular hangout spot for their friend group. So romantic.
Very.
Some of the kids in this group were known runaways who also had strained relationships with their parents for not following their rules. So Jane's like, oh, finally. I love it here.
No. No.
At this time, she also started to show animosity towards her younger brother, Jacob.
Oh, Jacob, come on.
Poor Jacob.
Poor kid.
She would humiliate him and express her embarrassment of him in public.
Oh,
Jacob started to express to his family members that he was afraid of his older sister.
oh, that's sad.
Jeremy even claimed to have witnessed Jane strangle little Jacob on at least one occasion. Like, what is wrong? One evening, while Jane was grounded and had her electronics taken away, she was left responsible to babysit Jacob, while her parents. Oh, shit.
I saw your face not get lit up by the screen anymore for a second. Oh,
While her parents went out to a work function, Jasmine left a little terrified 8-year-old Jacob alone to go and hang out with Jeremy and her other friends. He called his mom and dad, asking them to come home because he was scared to be alone.
no.
So sad. When they confronted Jane about leaving her little brother, she was completely unbothered and just explained that she had decided to instead go to the store with her friends because she didn't want to stay home with her little brother.
Rude.
It's like, Kate, sorry you don't want to, but you have to. He's 8.
Yeah, come on.
So they were obviously pissed. They grounded her indefinitely, and this was a turning point for Jane. She complained to anyone that would listen that she didn't want to live under her parents' rules anymore, while Jacob confided in his parents that he did not want to walk home with her from school anymore. Jeremy always took her side, whereas some of their mutual friends reminded both of them that she was a young teen. Her parents weren't being overbearing, they were just being parents.
Yeah, come on.
Since Jane was grounded, it made it even more difficult for her to see Jeremy, but she went through great lengths to try. Her friends would call the house, and once the phone was passed to Jane, their friend would pass the phone to Jeremy so they could talk.
That's so lame.
Genius, but.
Come on.
On evenings that her parents weren't home, she would invite Jeremy and their friends over. Jane's parents discovered some of the social media pages where they found her dark poems, sexually suggestive photos, and even a photo of her holding up a very real looking gun.
Oh,
Like, girl, where did you get a gun? They also saw that she was lying about her age. She had an Ask Me Anything section on her page, and someone asked her if she had been arrested, to which she answered, not yet.
ugh,
Like I said, dream big.
ick.
Of course, Deborah and Mark came to the conclusion that her older friends were influencing her and were the cause of her new undesirable behavior. Fair. They enforced a new rule: no more phone calls. Mark was desperate for answers and for his daughter to stop with her concerning online behavior, so he took the computer to a local electronic repair shop and asked if they could access her private messages, but they were unsuccessful. Ultimately, they decided to take away the computer altogether, but she was resourceful and instead just went to the library and used those computers.
Man.
She's like, I'm just gonna go read a book about butterflies, BRB.
Yeah. Death and murder.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
She complained to her friends online that her parents had taken away her computer, further restricting her. Instead of supporting her, her friends complained that they were sick of Jeremy. So, like, even her friends saw this was wild.
Yeah, get over him.
Yeah.
He's gross.
Everyone else saw him for what he was, an immature man who was trying too hard to come off as hardcore.
Yuck.
The friends also expressed concern over the large age gap. Jeremy's friends continued to express concern to him too over the inappropriate relationship. They encouraged him that he should be out looking for a job.
Yeah.
Good advice.
How are you
Not
going to pay for
dating.
your gas to do donuts in your car?
Yeah. Not dating a girl in grade 7.
Oh, God, that's so fucking gross.
But he maintained that he believed she was 15 or 16 and their relationship really wasn't that inappropriate at all, and he didn't really care to be looking for a job.
It doesn't matter how old you believe she is.
Yes.
How old is she?
Like,
And it's still too young.
yeah,
Fuck.
like you are 23. If she is under 18, that is too young.
There's 23-year-old goth girls.
Yeah.
Go date them, you freak.
I told you it's a lot.
Oh.
Jeremy and Jane continued to chat secretly online and sneak out to meet each other. They confessed their undying love and loyalty to each other. They wrote each other poems and songs. One song that Jeremy wrote was called Till Death Do Us Part. Oh, like I said, romantic.
Yuck.
Jeremy asked her for proof that she was truly in love with him, to which she responded, I fucking love you. The proof is in the pudding.
Proof's in the pudding, I
She
guess.
said, I fucking love you, so it's for real.
Hard F.
Yeah. There were other darker messages where they discussed getting together and killing people.
Oh, no.
They also spoke of getting married one day and having a gothic themed wedding, getting tattooed wedding bands, and living in Europe in a castle. To which I say,
With no job? Sorry.
to which I say, how are you going to buy this castle?
How are you going to get the fucking tattoos?
Because you are 23 and do not have a job. At one point, Jeremy sent Jane a super casual gift of a vial of his own blood.
No.
It's not funny, but it's just around this time, Jeremy became obsessed with the movie Natural Born Killers.
Of course. Fuck. Every time.
It just gets worse and worse. And started telling his friends him and Jane had something similar planned.
Police? Please?
911? Hello?
Fuck.
I have a crime to report that has not happened yet, but you should probably know. If for anyone that is unfamiliar, the movie is about a young couple that travels across the Northwest on a killing spree. And Jeremy referred to the movie as the greatest love story of all time.
Not Shrek. Come on, man.
That is a great love story.
Come on, man.
He started
You know you're wrong.
He started divulging more details of their plan, telling his friends that they plan to kill her family first and then go on the run killing as they want. If anyone tells you they plan to kill someone, like, can you please
Tell someone.
tell someone.
See something, say something.
See something, say something. Yes.
What is that from?
I think that's
Crime
just
Stoppers?
a general rule of life.
Crime Stoppers?
I don't know.
I don't know. It's ingrained in my brain.
Okay.
Oh, big yawn.
Big yawn. Big stretch. Jane was desperate to get back to the all-age punk shows and convinced her parents to allow her to go to a punk rock concert on the condition that they would accompany her and that she would also attend family counseling. Her parents wanted to encourage her love of music and wanted her to connect with her friends her age, and they didn't mind that she was into the goth and punk scene. They just wanted her to be safe.
Okay.
So they're like, we don't care that you like this music. That's great for you. We don't even care that you dress goth. We love this for you, but we don't love all of the adult men that you're hanging out with.
Yeah, just do it safely, man.
We would like to go with you to make sure that you are safe. At the concert, her parents lost track of her when she said she was going to the bathroom, but instead, she snuck off with Jeremy Stinky.
Yuck.
Her parents found them together making out in a back alley, Jeremy dressed as a vampire.
Ugh.
As soon as they were caught, little Jeremy left Jane in the dust to deal with the consequences. He just ran away like a little bitch, because he is.
Well, probably because her dad was going to fucking kill him.
Yeah. Yeah, they met at the gym, remember? He's probably ripped.
Yeah,
Mark and Deborah understandably lost their shit.
as they should.
They grounded her again indefinitely with very tight restrictions: no makeup, no music, no phone calls, no mall hangouts, no hanging out with friends, even her own age. She was only to go to school and come right back home, no exceptions. This was the breaking point for Jane and her family, and she soon started fantasizing of getting rid of them permanently.
Man, you just like live with the consequences of your actions instead of killing people.
hmm but of course, Jane found a way to sneak up to the library to send Jeremy a message. She told him that she missed him, loved him, and wanted to have sex with him. She was a wrecking ball of emotions. She visited her school guidance counselor and complained that she hated her home and she wanted to be in foster care. The guidance counselor was like, "Is there something going on? Like, are you being abused? Are you okay?" But there was, of course, no abuse to uncover. She was just sick of being treated her own age of 12 years old.
12.
The counselor also noticed Jane's change in style, personality, and academic success. Eventually, she wore down her parents after pleading and begging for her computer back. They gave in with the condition that she had to remove Trenchcoat, Jeremy, and Raven from her friends list, as well as any other older boys and men. Desperate for her computer back, she of course agreed, but she had no intention of keeping her promise.
Of course not. This girl's a little shit.
Jane sent Jeremy a message: "I have a plan. It starts with us killing them and me moving in with you." Jeremy replied that he loved the plan, but that they would need to hammer out the details. But no one could have imagined that in about a month they would follow through with their plan to annihilate her family. Part one.
Come on. Fuck. Cliffhanger and a half.
I know.
Oh my god. I'm
It's
like,
I know.
my
It's like
brain, my organs, my everything are just writhing in pain at the fucking thought of this guy.
I feel like
I'm
I should know that.
24.
24.
I'm a
Okay.
year older than this piece of shit at the
Yes.
time.
So
I'm almost
literally
25, I guess, but still.
imagine one of your friends dating a 12-year-old.
I'd kill them.
Like,
If one of my buddies, but Jesus, fuck, headphones. Hold on.
please hold.
If one of my buddies said, "Hey man, you and I, we both really like metal music. We both really like this and that. But guess what? I'm talking to this new girl. She's, I think, 16. I'd say you're a fucking idiot.
It's also not hard at all to figure out how old someone actually is.
And even if you think she's 16, you're gonna like the rest of us are gonna kick your ass for thinking that's okay.
Yeah,
It's not okay.
you are still a grown adult.
There are women at your job. There
He
are
doesn't have a
women
job.
around. Yeah, true. There are just, you know,
There
like,
are women in the mall parking lot where
yeah,
you are doing donuts.
but there's 12-year-olds there, so be careful. Well, that
Actually,
is so bad.
we'll find out that like he actually had a pretty large circle of friends and most of them were kids, but there were some adults, and it's like you couldn't have picked out one of those adults to date. You
Ugh.
got options, babe. You got options.
Yeah. That's like the guys in high school that like only hang out with the grade nines,
I know
or
it
like they
gives
hang
me
around the elementary school. And it's like,
it gives
we don't like you
predator.
because you do that.
Yeah, but
That's why we don't like you,
all those young kids are thinking that they're super cool because they're hanging out with
because they're
those.
older.
They, I mean, like obviously now as an adult, you don't at the time realize how much power those older kids hold over
Yeah,
you and influence.
100%.
And I don't know if as an older person you realize that influence either, but it's just a very weird dynamic.
Yeah,
But
and
yeah,
kids are dumb.
kids are dumb.
Kids, not all kids are dumb. Sorry,
Teenagers are dumb.
kids can be dumb.
Teenagers
They
are
make
dumb.
bad decisions because their brains aren't developed and they don't know what they're doing.
Yeah, this
They don't know any better.
was a bad decision.
That is just bad, 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 bad.
Um, yeah, that's the that on that. Yeah, you will be getting the next episode on Thursday. So
At least I don't have to wait.
This ends. Yeah, you don't have to wait because we're recording it right now.
You guys had to wait.
But not a full week. You're welcome.
Yeah, there you go. Fair enough. Okay, well, stay spooky, True Northers.
Terror is closer than you think.
That one was gross.
Thank you for joining us for another episode of True North Terror. If you like our podcast, please help us grow by leaving a rating and review. If you have a story you want us to hear, or your own personal story you want to hear on the pod as a listener story, email us at truenorthterrorpod@gmail.com. Join us next week for another episode of True North Terror.